Hello everyone. I'm going to demonstrate animation on falling snow. So let's get started. First thing we need to do is create some additional layers for this, and I'll try to make this image available to you on the site. Let me make this a little bit smaller so we can see everything that's in here. This is a daylight photograph, and I just turned it dark and added some snow to it just so we could have a little bit of snow down on the ground, so to speak, as the snow falls. This was all done using basically going to image adjustments and down to replace color. And then I took the slider for lightness all the way to the right after selecting just certain parts out here in the image. So we've got this area is all that I created the snow in. Alright, let's cancel that. We don't want to do the snow again. Alright, we're going to do a Control, Shift, and press the letter N as in negative, and we will get a new layer. And let me move that over here where you can see it. And let's call that Snow 1. We don't need to change anything else on there. Click OK. Now let's go over here to the color picker, bottom left, and find a nice gray. You can click anywhere in there. I mean, you could do a 159, 159, 159, or just click over here all the way to the right or left edge. Sorry. Click OK. And now we need to fill this layer with this gray. So hold down your Alt key and hit delete or backspace, and that fills that layer. We're going to go up to filter, down to noise, add noise, and we want to run the noise all the way over, completely over. Make sure Gaussian is checked and monochromatic is checked. Click OK. Now at this point we actually need to have two layers that are like this. So with the Snow 1 layer selected, just hit Control J, Command J on a Macintosh computer. And now we've got two copies. I'm going to turn the eyeball off on the top one and reselect Snow 1. We could rename this Snow 2, but we won't do that right now. Alright, next step, we want to go to Filter and down to Blur, Gaussian Blur, and we're only going to blur this by 1. And I just typed the letter 1 in, click OK. Next step is we need to run levels. So hold down your Control key, press the letter L, Command L on a Mac, and the trick is we've got to, let me move that over a little bit. We're going to bring the black slider way over here to the right. We need quite a bit of white specks in the background. Not a, it's going to be different when you look at this video than what I see, because the compression software that fixes this video where you can download it more easily is going to wipe out some of my white. So I'm going to actually, so you can see it, I'm actually going to put more in there than what I normally would. Hopefully you can see that I've got quite a bit of white in there. You can also drag the white slider over, which will add a little bit more to it also. Click OK. Now go to the blend modes. It says normal now. We need to switch that to screen, and hopefully you can see the snow that's there. Alright, let's go to Snow 1 copy, turn that eyeball on, and this time we need to go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and we're going to press 2, the number 2. So we got a little bit more of a blur on our noise. So now we're going to do the Control L, Command L on a Mac. We need to bring our black slider over, and let's bring our white slider up, because we want to get more white specks in there. Move that mid-tone slider maybe up a little bit, and there we've got more snow. Again, go to the blend mode screen, and now if I turn the first layer we made off, you see the little specks are in there in the back. They're not as blurred as these specks are. Alright, here's what we need to do next. We need to make this smaller because we're going to use transform on the snow. So I'm going to do a control minus, command minus on a Macintosh, so I can have room to drag my transform bar up here towards the top. So right now on Snow 1 copy, I'm doing a control T, and then hold down your shift key and just drag that way up, and then click return or double click inside the bounding box. Go down to Snow 1, do the same thing. Control T, command T on a Macintosh, hold the shift key down, drag it up, hit return. Now we're ready to animate this. So let's go up to Window, Animation, and if yours doesn't look like mine, these are frames, go down here at the bottom of the timeline. This was if we were going to do video. Click here and we've got frames. The frames work off the individual layers. So this first frame that we see has this scene in it right now. We're going to click right here for the new frame icon so we can add a new frame in, and now we're going to, with Snow 1 selected, turn on the move tool, press the letter V or go up here at the top of the toolbox, hold down the shift key, click in the image and drag that snow down a little bit. Okay, then go to Snow 1 copy, do the same thing, shift key down, click and drag. I'll make that go up a little bit. New frame, and with Snow 1 copy, drag that down some more, go to Snow 1, drag that down, new frame, drag it down, Snow 1 copy, another frame, drag Snow 1 copy down with the shift key down, remember, Snow 1, shift key down, and let's just play the animation. Here's the play button. So that was a very fast snowfall, but if you look right here, it says once, and if we, and I'm going to have to move this up or you won't be able to see what the drop down says. If you click this drop down, go to forever. Let me move that back so we have maximum recording area. Now let's click play. Now the problem is all of these frames are set for 10 seconds. That means the snow can't fall for another 10 seconds. So let's stop again. Let's select the very first frame and then go down here at the end and hold down the shift key and click on frame 5. Now they're all selected. So if we go to the drop down right here that has the seconds, we can change that to 1 or 2. Let's try 2. So notice they all changed to 0.2. Now let's click play. Now let's make the image a little bit bigger. I'm going to do a control plus, and I'm going to click the play again. Now this is all determined by what we did on these layers. So if you go in and create those the noise and everything on these layers and go back to the levels, you can let more snow in, less snow in. You can control by dragging down how much comes down, how much change there is. Let's stop this so we can save it. We're going to save this as a GIF file. So let's make sure that the size of this is reasonable. Image size. It is 72 resolution, so we're good there. Let's go to File, Save for Web and Devices. And we need to change this to GIF up here if it's not already. Notice it's a very large file. That's okay. It's a lot smaller than a video file. by hundreds of megabytes. And we're just going to click save, give it a name, and I already have this as building snow, so let's just save it. Now you can see that I opened up a browser, and I'm just going to drag that image into this web browser so I can see it play. And there it is. We can't see it all in the recording area, but there's the snow falling. Doesn't look bad, does it? You experiment, have some fun with this, and let me know what you think.